Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play Pokemon Black Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the last episode we got our stars in the Unova region and we got back Jack. This time legitimately as our starter with a decent moveset, and then we also caught God, literally a Sunkern, which had absorbing growth by the last episode. I did level up it to level 10 because it's going to need all the help it can get. And it also got Mega Drain at a fairly early level, so it might not be as useless as I give it credit for. So I'm going to lead with God for a little bit, just because it's going to need the experience. And frankly, if God gets underleveled, there's no way in hell it's catching up. While if Jack gets a little bit underleveled, there's still some room to catch up here. That being said though, I'm not going to fight wild Pokemon when I can run away from them if they are scary. And part poison types, definitely scary. There was literally one step before I ran into another battle. This, very much not scary. I'm going to take this on. Usually I don't fight wild Pokemon that much in my playthroughs, but you see I'm using a Sunkern, so I think I kind of need to today. Because I'm 3 levels higher, that was stat and super effective, and it only had half HP. That's pathetic. Sunkern is the definition of pathetic. And I welcome the challenge. I really, really do. It's definitely going to that. Please, can you just frig up with your helicopters? Closing the window. That being said, Sunkern will level up rather quickly. It won't evolve without a Sunstone, I don't think, so that means that it won't evolve anytime soon. Once it evolves, it becomes somewhat less useless, but still Sunflora is not that good of a Pokemon, so I'm pretty much waiting until... oh no. Okay, so we're going to switch out, because there's no way in hell that Sunkern can take on a Bayleaf. And at least Jack has Poison Sting, which is super effective against Bayleaf. Also, I need to drink more water because I talk a lot. That's kind of what I do, right? I mean, I just talk non-stop until I'm like, oh, we've done this part of the game. And usually that takes about half an hour. And by the end of it, I'm thirsty. I'm very, very thirsty. Because if you talk for half an hour, oh, that does nothing. Oh, that's potentially bad. The question is growth gonna make a difference? Because that is a +1. So I can do 2 growths and then deal double damage. But if I use those 2 turns to Poison Sting, I do double the damage from a single one. So by the 3rd turn, I will have done 50% more damage, and I will have had a chance to poison the Bayleaf. So growth, in this case, is not worth it. It's going to be worth it at some point, especially against trainers with multiple Pokemon. Growth, and for Sunkern, and when I'm using Absorb or Mega Drain, it's significantly more worth it. For right now, growth, decidedly not worth it. So that's just Poison Sting. Of course, we also have the chance of getting a crit, which doesn't matter anymore at this point. Don't tell me you have a potion. You have no potion. That's good. So we took out the Bayleaf, and now we have to go back to the Pokemon Center because we got poisoned. I went for Poison Sting because I wanted to poison. Instead, I got poisoned. Is it just me, or do you get way more experience in this game? Maybe that's just because the randomization is giving me Pokemon that are giving me a good amount of experience. While leveling up God, by the way, on route... I don't know, is it route 1? Does Unova start recounting at 1? I think it does, right? Yeah, route 1. I ran into a Metagross. Wouldn't that have been nice? Well, the Lantern would have been nice as well. I never actually looked around the city. What's in this building even? Just people. People are boring. Wait a second. Generation 5, you don't get poisoned outside of battle anymore? Is that true? I totally forgot that's a thing. That's absolutely great. I knew you wouldn't die outside of battle, but that's out of Generation 4 probably. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. So Generation 5, you just don't get poison damage anymore. I don't know what it is with me today in my mind, but poison and potion are just too close to each other as far as words and pronunciation and just general shape of the word goes. I just get them mixed up. Also, going through those gates again, you can see it's been a couple of days since I recorded the last episode because I wanted the buffer to be a little bit less than it was. And, well, not recording for a couple of days, the buffer is a little bit less than it was. A Metapod. You know what? Okay. I still, to this day, when I run into a Metapod, don't know what the front or like the face is. Right? Because is the thing on the right, is that its nose? And is it facing with its back towards us? Or is the thing on the front with all the lines its face? Because I always assumed as a kid that the thing on the right is its nose. But I think that's just like a spike in its head. And it always messes with me. I don't like running into Metapods because Metapod always confuses me and I just don't know what to do, man. Okay, so this route 2 is longer than I remembered it being. I want to get to another route where I can catch a Pokemon because I kind of need one. Because while having Jack on the team is an absolute blessing because we're going to have a Dark type very soon. And it's going to be a pretty decent Pokemon. Let's just face this trainer, who cares? Sunkern makes me a little bit scared. Because I think I can catch one more Pokemon before the next gym. And I don't have any coverage whatsoever. And that's not good. That's very bad. And not being, I can't do anything against you. So I'm just going to Growth. I'm going to Mega Drain and hope that that gets me back enough HP to the point where I can very, very slowly start stalling you to death. For some reason, God has a really good amount of defense. Which is a sentence I didn't know I would ever say out loud. But he can take, she can take... Oh my god, no, 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 no. We're not doing this entire female team thing again, are we? No, okay, Jack is a male, good. No sexism here, it's just... For the majority of the Fire Red playthrough, I only had female Pokemon. So I'm kind of glad that that's not going to repeat here. Queue up me running into a encounter on the next route and it being female. And then Jack dying so that I only have female Pokemon again. I just know it's going to happen. I just know it will. So, switching into Cacnea isn't going to do much because Cacnea only has Absorb, which is a weaker version of Mega Drain, and Poison Sting, which is resisted as well. So, Steel types just kind of wall me at this point, as do Fire types. And what else resists Grass? I don't know, Flying types? Are Flying types only strong against Grass or also resisted? Same goes for Ice. I don't know, really. Now, Ice definitely doesn't resist, because Water Ice types still really don't like Grass moves. I'm not paying attention to the battle, by the way, because there's no way in hell that I'm gonna lose this, because it can't deal enough damage to me, so I'm just gonna speed through it. Are you annoyed by that? Maybe. Am I annoyed by the fact that this battle is taking forever? Definitely. So I'm going to speed through it. Also, seeing Kling doing this animation real quick, it's kind of fun. I mean, I don't know why you're using Charge. Oh, because special defense increases. That's not going to make this more tedious whatsoever, is it? That's only 86 experience. I should have gotten at least 2 levels out of that, because... Okay, relax. Just relax. We're already in the next town. We've done it. Route 2 has been conquered. And we have to face Bianca. Oh, I mean Kate, of course. It's Kate. What's your trainer class? Rich Kid Kate, that's it. I hope you don't have an Ariados anymore, because if you do, I'm screwed. Sandred, however, shouldn't be an issue, so I'm going to set up on your ass. So maybe God is actually the best part of my team right now because of Mega Drain. Which is a little bit sad. I probably should have started with Growth, and then, Ingrain, and then went into Growth. Because Ingrain means that I get HP back every turn, even when I don't use Mega Drain. Actually, let's just do that. Is setting up really important for a 2 Pokemon battle? No. Am I scared that Sunkern is going to absolutely be annihilated with the max Pokemon if I don't set up? Kinda. Yeah, if I can get to +6, I can just Mega Drain whatever it ends up being. Nothing is immune to grass, even if it's resisted. I think I'll be fine, frankly. You can raise your physical defense all you want. I'm going to attack you with a special attack anyway. This might be the first time I'm actually setting up now, because of course in the Elite Four in Pokemon Fire Red I was trying to set up. Was it in the Elite Four? I don't know. I tried to set up once and it really didn't work out for me. So this might be the first time that setting up in a Nuzlocke actually works for me. And that would also be the first time setting up in a main series like storyline works out for me. So this could potentially be very exciting for all of us. Let's just Mega Drain, because at this point I'll just kill the Sandred, right? If you live this, I'm going to be so upset. You didn't. Okay, so what is your second Pokemon? Don't let it be Ariados. It's a Mawile. That still does resist. But remember, I'm at +5, I think, at this point. I mean, I can check. That lowered physical attack. Wait, what? How did I use 8 growths? Did I use 4 and... Sandred doesn't have pressure, does it? No, surely not. I'm missing something here, I'm positive. Fake Tears? Oh, that lowers my special attack, doesn't it? Special defense. Okay, that doesn't matter because you're probably going to die even though you resist this. You took that remarkably well. But again, you resisted, so what did I think was going to happen? Really? So this is the first time in the history of ever for me that setting up against a Pokemon in just the main story of the game actually did anything for me. And I'm kind of very hyped about that. Which is a little bit sad, granted, but hey, just let me have fun. Do you guys ever use like setup moves in the main story of a Pokemon game? Because I never do. I don't think in the main Pokemon like story, if you're not doing competitive kind of stuff, or endgame stuff like the Battle Mansion or the Battle Tower or that kind of thing, I don't think usually setting up is worth it because, well, the whole situation we had with Cacnea and Poison Sting. And usually things are just so easy that you don't need to set up anyway. The only reason I had to set up there is because I have a severe lack of coverage as far as Pokemon and moves go. Because otherwise I would have just switched out into something that would have been strong against it. I don't think I can catch anything here yet, but I can get the monkey replacement, which is fully randomized. So it means that when I get cut, I can't catch something here. But frankly speaking, getting a guaranteed randomized Pokemon or getting a randomized encounter, I'm going to take this is going to be good for my experience. This is going to be really good for my experience. I like the fact that I'm facing a Blissey. I would prefer to get Leech Seed soon though. I don't know if someone can get... Oh, that does nothing. That does nothing and I only have special attacks. So you know what that's what that means. We're going to Ingrain, then we're going to set up and then we're going to destroy this Blissey. Oh yeah, please do growl. I don't care about that whatsoever. So, is the speedrun thing going to be a theme throughout this entire playthrough? If this ends up turning into a Sunkern solo run, definitely. if this is just this episode and we get something better when we talk to the NPC at the end of this dream yard, that's probably the end of Sunken meta, to be honest, because I could be using Cacnea, but Cacnea doesn't really have a lot of good moves, and it's a little bit sad that a Sunken, called Gold, granted, has better moves than a Cacnea. Probably should be giving Cacnea a couple of levels, because I'm sure that Cacnea will learn something useful fairly soon. But hey, what do you know? I think that means I've used 6 growths by now, so this Blissey should absolutely be a oh no, that does nothing still. Holy crap. Can I use more growths? Okay, it won't go any higher, so I'm at max special attack, and this is what... No! That's pathetic! I mean, I know it's a Blissey, and I'm gonna be level 500 after this battle, because it's a Blissey. A critical hit, it's exactly what I needed. So, whatever comes out next is going to die. 1,000 experience! What?! Grass Whistle. What does that do again? Only 55 accuracy and puts target to sleep. To be fair, I'm never gonna use Absorb again, because I have Mega Drain. And being able to put a potential Pokemon to capture to sleep? Maybe Gold is going to be useful. Again, not something I thought I would ever be saying in a Let's Play. Or in general, but that's an entirely different debate I don't want to start. I'm not gonna get into like religious debates here. Please don't. So now I'm level 15. I have +6 special attack. And this Pachirisu is going to feel the wrath of Sunkern. This is gonna feel good. I'm starting to like this whole Sunkern thing, I'm gonna be honest. It takes a while to set up. And I'm not gonna do that for every single battle. But it's also kind of hilarious. That being said, Sunkern being level 15 at this point and being a couple of levels higher than Jack, I'm gonna switch back into Jack. Jack also has growth, so if we want to do the whole setup game even more than we already have, we definitely can. Just doesn't have Mega Drain, and I want Jack to have a good move, because Jack is actually gonna be useful in the upcoming gym battle. While sorry, but I very much kind of doubt that Gold is going to be very useful, and maybe naming my Pokemon Gold and then talking about the Pokemon being useful, being not useful, being a piece of shit, wasn't a great idea after all. I'm gonna be honest. How much does Poison Sting do? You're a Bug type, it's not gonna do a lot. Wait, Bug doesn't resist poison? That's a new one. I could have sworn it did. Huh. So we're going to Growth, because we don't have any proper moves. And you have like 3 or 4 Pokemon anyway, so just give me some time to set up. Wait a second. Can I absorb you? I mean, I can, but it's not very effective. It's effective enough to get some HP back. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a couple more growths here. Screech, what does that do? Defense harshly fell. Potentially an issue. I don't know if Leech Life is a physical move or a special move. Is the thing. Okay, so I'm at -4 defense. I need to take you out. I need to... You outspeed me. Probably... Okay, that doesn't even take you out. That's potentially bad. We're at a speed tie. Huh. That's kind of pathetic, because I'm 5 levels higher. I mean, I'm aware that Joltik is an electric type, which usually are rather fast. Oh no! Again, can you frick off with your helicopters? I'm gonna go for the stab move, which also heals me up a little bit. I should have... You don't have a fire type move yet. You don't have a fire type move yet. You don't have a fire type move yet. This is gonna give a lot of experience. No, only 210. I was like, this is gonna be like 500. If Blissey was 1,000, this has to be... Leech Seed! Hell yeah! Get rid of Leah. I'm going to Leech Seed everything. It's not a very good move. But I don't know if you've noticed, I don't have a very good team at the moment, so... anything works for me, really. I don't want to switch out because I just used a lot of growth to set up, but I'm also at -4 defense, I should remember. And Skorupi resists both my attacks. Let's see what Absorb does. That's a 3-hit, and that's a dead Cacnea. No, it's not. Because Poison Sting is a special move? Of course it is, because that's the whole thing I've been using growth for. Well, no, also for Absorb, obviously, but it's a physical move. So is Skorupi just that pathetic, or is my defense just that high that at -4 defense I take that so well? No, my defenses are not that good. My attack and special attack are actually pretty good, but my defense isn't that good. So I don't know why I took that so well. I mean, I'll take it. Do, like, debuffs go away when you level up? I can't see that being a thing. Would be a really neat mechanic to have, but I don't think that's a thing. Is it? It could be. That would be a real nice thing to know. It's not something you can really strategize around because you don't choose when to level up, obviously. If you chose when to level up, I would be level 100 with both my Pokemon right now. Okay, so let's go back to the Pokemon Center because I don't want to have a poison Pokemon up front. But this is going remarkably well so far, and the fact that both my Pokemon have growth and they've been useful on both Pokemon, growth has been useful so far. Which is really, really surprising to me. This entire episode is about growth. This entire episode is about setting up. That's just the theme of this episode. We just set up on everybody's asses until we get a better move. Which will be either quite a while, or we'll just get a really powerful Pokemon momentarily and we'll be good to go. You give me the... Fearow! Huh. Can I give it a nickname? Please tell me I can give it a nickname. Yeah, I can. Okay. It's a female Fearow! Of course it had to be female. I'm going to call you... I know it doesn't make any sense, but it kind of works in my mind. I'm going to call you Snout because of the... You have a beak, I'm aware. It reminds me of a snout for some reason. I don't know, it's your Snout. You... Again, I don't like the alphabetical... There's a QWERTY keyboard! There's a QWERTY keyboard, I love it. But it does also require you to use shift for capital letters, which I prefer. So Snout the Fearow is part of the team now. Snout the Fearow is part of the team now without a space. Let's look at its moveset and its level. I guess it will be level 5 or level 15 or level 10 or level 10. Okay. I was just gonna keep them naming numbers there, to be honest. So you have Pack, Growl, Leer, and Fury attack. And your accuracy can't be lowered, which is good. Your special defense is pathetic. But you're gonna have a decent speed. So Pack is good, Fury attack is at least 30 and going up to like 75 power. So, and it's also stab. So it's not a bad move if something resists flying, which I don't think a lot of types actually resist flying now that I think about it. Okay, so Firo is our capture for this area, and we can't get to any other parts yet. Okay. In that case, how do I even go into the gym? Do I need to get the monkey to go into the gym? I could have sworn there was a Team Plasma event there. You're looking for the gym leader. He's not in here, he could be in a trainer school. That's it. Where's the trainer school? This is the trainer school. I think I might have a rival battle in there. I don't know. I think that's in Generation 4, right? Where you have a rival battle inside the trainer school, not in Generation 5. Something just tells me Barry would be the kind of person to fight you inside a school. While Charon, really not that... no, he's not Charon, he's Max. I think. I think he is. Oh, no, you're Charon in the overworld. So maybe you do battle me here. Okay, so we do battle you here. Well, that's going to be the boss battle for this episode against suddenly your Max. Frankly, I really like the name Max on you more than Charon. Don't like the fact that you're a rich kid. Also don't like the fact that you're leading with a banat. Because I don't have a dark side move yet. So, let's lead sheet first of all. Lead sheet is literally just a better version of Ingrain. I mean, Ingrain keeps working when Pokemon are switched out. By all means, curse yourself. Wait, you have... oh no, you're using items now to teach me things. I don't want you to teach me things. I just want you to die. How much speed does that do? If I just keep absorbing, I think, together with lead sheet, I can just make up for lost HP every single turn. Easily. And you'll die rather quickly. Okay, so I'm not making up for the entirety of all the HP I'll lose, I don't think. So, Screech is defense harshly fell. That's physical defense. And it was used twice against me in the battle before, so I should have been at -4, which is like very low defense. And yet Poison Sting, which is super effective, only did like a quarter of my HP damage. How is that? Is Skorupi really that pathetic? Because my defense stats aren't great either by any means. I just don't understand. I just literally don't understand. Stormy. You know what? I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna stay in because there's nothing you can do against me. Literally both my types. Actually, is Cacnea a dark type yet? No, it's not. Then again, Stormy doesn't get like any level up moves, I don't think. Well, it's got Rapid Spin. That's more scary than I thought it was going to be. Never mind. Oh, I'm fine. I can't wait until Jack gets Mega Drain, by the way, because if you see how much damage Absorb is dealing, it's about the same, probably more than Mega Drain on Sunkern. You have Recover. Of course you have Recover. Why wouldn't you have Recover? Because that's just perfect. It's just the perfect storm for annoying me. You're not going to use Recover again. You use Recover again. I can do this all day. Literally speaking, I can't because I'm losing HP every turn, I think. Going from 22 to 12. So I lose 10 HP every turn. but I get like 8 back. So with Leech Seed... How much HP is this going to give me? Is it enough to live? No! No, 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 no! That's what you get for staying in with Curse. I could have said no to this battle. I could have said no to this battle. It's only the 2nd episode. I knew my coverage wasn't good. Worst part is, I died against a Pokemon I was super effective against. I stayed in with a Curse. I was overconfident. I did this to myself. Why? Why? I'm going to triple check if there's no other routes I can catch Pokemon now, because I don't feel confident going into that gym without Jack. Even though Snout is going to be a very powerful member of the team, the other member we have, the only other member we have, well, if I say is God, that sounds way better than it actually is a Sunkern. Well, that's our first death of the series. I don't think we can catch any more Pokemon until we beat this gym. I only have 8 boxes in this game? Okay, so it's been nice. Our starter already died. Last series our starter was the only thing that, so spoilers, that lived until the end. And now our starter is also our first death. Which is extra bad because we also have a Sunkern and we've actually been using it and it survived. So I don't think we're allowed in here yet. Nope, we need a badge first. Why do you hold my hand like this, game? I just wanna... Oh, for a moment these looked like patches of grass. You goddamn tease. Can I get a... Even Old Rod would be fine, really, at this point. I just want to be able to catch anything, is the thing. I don't think there's an Old Rod in this town. I'm going to look up where to get the Old Rod, just in case it's in this town, but I don't think it's in this town. So apparently there is no Old Rod in this game anymore, only the Super Rod, which you only get in the post-game. So fishing altogether is not going to be a thing. I guess that means we're going to level up Snout a little bit and over-level God, because God knows we need it. And the next episode we're going to be taking on the gym with a team without our main Pokemon. And Snout better end up being useful, that's all I'm saying. Until the next time, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video, which I did until about like 2 minutes ago. Bye.